bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies And good welcome, everyone, here to South Charleston High School. Day baseball for you here. The Black Eagles and the Nitro Wildcats getting after it here. Blaine Smith here bringing you all the action. Excited to do it. Going to be a fun game here today. Wildcats and the Black Eagles, old former MSAC opponents. And fouled away. Nitro and South Charleston getting ready here to do battle. Wildcats not having the season they would like to be having this year. A lot of young talent on the Wildcat baseball team. South Charleston, led by head coach Shane Saunders, decided to play this game during the middle of the day today. And that ball is hit into the gap there in left center, and it's going to fall down for a hit. Jordan Terry wasn't able to quite get there for the Black Eagles. And so a leadoff knock there for the Wildcats. Now coming to the plate. Thank you. That was a base hit there by Brady Whitman for the Wildcats. Brody Whitman. Took that 1-1 pitch. Left-hander took it the other way. Good piece of hitting there by Brody. And now stepping in will be Leighton Morey, the shortstop for the Wildcats. A lot of young talent, like we said, on the Nitro team. Same for South Charleston. Both teams trying to get back to the glory years. Showed bunt, and it hit the corner for a strike. On the mound today for South Charleston is Braxton Burke, the leadoff man. Showed it. Did Leighton. Wasn't able to pull it back in time. And he'll pop that one up foul. South Charleston's got that nice little cage structure there for foul balls and pop that one up. So 0-2 count now on Morey. Brody Whitman, the left fielder. Staying again. And the Burke will try a pickoff move and a pretty good one right there, but Whitman able to get back in safely. He said Shane Saunders and Will Samuel decided to play this game early today because of the because of the West Virginia Marshall game. And Leighton Morey takes that one on the outside corner for a strike looking. Now coming to the plate for the Wildcats will be number 6, the third baseman, Sam Smith. Sam Smith, young man, great character there from Sam Smith. Saw this young man in scrimmages earlier this year, and he was a true leader for the Wildcats. Led a prayer on the mound, actually, after the ball game as well. So good young man here, and Burke with the set, and he'll throw. And that's going to be called a strike on the outside. Burke in this ball game here has thrown 14 in the third innings this season. He's 1-2. Get up 19 hits in those innings, 12 runs, 10 of them earned, 9 walks. So he's throwing strikes, 22 Ks. Smith will hit that ball at the second baseman. Opportunity for 2 here. Not quite going to get it. Fielder's choice will retire Whitman for the second out, and so Sam Smith will continue to be and so they're going to say that there was no slide at second base there on the double play opportunity.
You can't touch
and
this.
you have to do that. And so, guys, we'll take a break here because it's going to be loud here today. They are blaring some music here in South Charleston. We'll come back.
This HDMedia production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by the City of South Charleston, someplace special. Kevin Davis, attorney at law, helping the people of West Virginia every day. The Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Beautiful day for baseball here at South Charleston High School. South Charleston coming in with a 9-13 record, a little bit of a resurgence this year, yet despite being under 500. And a school day game, so a lot of fans and students in attendance. Could get boisterous later here. It's going to be a fun one today. On the mound for the Wildcats here today is Jonathan Clark. Number 3 in your program. Number 1 on your scorecard, obviously.
Leading off the top offense, number 13, Braxton Burke.
And we've got Braxton Burke, the pitcher for South Charleston, who will step up and lead this thing off here. He'll be followed by Jackson Akers. We'll give you the rest of the lineup here for the Black Eagles. Jackson Akers will play third. Tanner Atkins will be the shortstop and play and hit third. Avery Gravely, cleanup man, is at first. Jackson Webb, the catcher, will hit fifth. And a pitch inside for a ball there on Burke to start off the at-bat. Caden Hackman will play left field. And he'll bat sixth. Carter Moscow will play second base and bat seventh. Marcus Goad, right fielder, will bat eighth. And Jordan Terry in the 9-hole in center field. And he'll miss up there, does Clark. Straight 9 for South Charleston today. Not something you see all the time in high school baseball. A throwback to the old National League days, the senior circuit. And Burke will hold up on that one as well. 3-0 here. Clark struggling to find the zone early. And the pitch. That one will be poured over for a strike. Burke coming into the game, South Charleston's leading hitter, just a notch over 400 at 403 with a 488 on base percentage, so the kid gets on base. Gonna hit that one into shallow right field, and the play will be made on the pop-up by Wyatt Thomas. So there's one away.
Jackson Akers.
So Jackson Akers will stand in. Hitting 286 on the year. South Charleston's second highest hitter, along with a young man who's not had as many at-bats, 7 there for Hayden Short. And that'll be taken for a strike. So we had a young man come ask us where the concession stand is here in the press box. Maybe his first time here. And that ball's going to be roped down into the corner in left field. And it's going to get by the left fielder. Not a great read on that baseball there by the left fielder for the Wildcats.
Next up for the Black Eagles, number 8.
And Jackson Akers is in with a stand-up double here, hoping to get South Charleston rolling. And so now it'll be the third hitter, Tanner Atkins. He'll stand in here. The shortstop. Nitro wearing their red hats with the black jerseys today. White pants with little red piping on their pants. South Charleston wearing those traditional orange uniforms with the black numbers, black letters outlined in white. white pants with the black piping. And the pitch from Clark. And he'll foul that one away as well. Tanner Atkins stands in now with an 0-2 count. Man on here for Atkins, who stands in as a .261 hitter on the season. 2 doubles, 13 RBIs. He'll take that one for a ball just off the plate. Atkins is a bit of a run producer and a guy who could steal bases when he gets on. And the pitch from Clark, and he got him on a little curveball there. Tanner Atkins struggling with the spin there.
Now batting for South Charleston, number 44, Avery Gravely.
So Avery Gravely will stand in now with an opportunity to get a 2-out knock and to drive in the first run of the game. Little conference out there between the catcher Jake Snyder and Jonathan Clark, trying to make sure he knows what he needs to do here to get Gravely. Avery Gravely hitting 164 with a 365 on base percentage. A lot of pop in that bat, though, as he does have 12 RBIs. He'll take that one low. Only 9 strikeouts on the year for Avery Gravely. Been hit by 8 pitches, so he obviously doesn't mind wearing one. Clark gets the sign, takes a look back at Akers. And that ball's going to be popped up. Sam Smith calls off the shortstop, and he makes the play just inside of fair territory, and that will retire the Black Eagles here in the first. No runs on 1 hit. We'll head to the top of the second inning in a scoreless tie. You're watching high school baseball on RSN.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
This HDMedia production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. The Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Leading it off here for the Wildcats in the second inning will be the catcher, Jake Snyder. Wildcats were retired in the first inning on a runner interference play. In high school baseball, you got to slide to break up the double play. And they said that Brody Whitman did not do so, and so umpire made the correct ruling. And if you were wondering out there why the Wildcats were retired there in the first, kind of an abrupt thing. But definitely the rule was ruled correctly by our umpiring crew. A swing and a miss there from Snyder. Burke on the season with a .484 ERA. Waiting for the 0-1 pitch here. Pours that one over for a strike.
Looking good, Braxton.
Snyder down 0-2 in the count. If you guys are wondering out there, if you can see the back of the batting helmet there for Nitro, the Batman symbol, in remembrance of one of the greats in the Nitro High School family, Bruce Atkins, the godfather of Brandon Matthews Snead Field, was did maintenance and was just a part of the Nitro program for a long, long time. And tragically, Bruce is no longer with us, and they wear the Batman symbol for Bruce. He was the Batman. We love Bruce, and we think about him all the time. Ball outside to Noah Ross. Noah Ross, a young sophomore, absolutely has an ability. The tools ooze out of this young man. And he'll take that one for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Burke working quickly there. Got a little tongue-tied there. The pitch and another strike on the outside. Painting the corner right now is Braxton Burke. Noah Ross. And that one will bounce in the dirt for a ball. Trying to get him to chase there. Burke with the delivery, and that one will miss away as well. So Ross works the count now full. Nitro trying to get themselves a base runner. 3-2 count here on Ross. Guess it wasn't a 3-2 count. Guess it was a 2-2. But I think everybody up here thought it might have been ball 4. And he caught him. Out on strikes there. Ross did not like the call. Thought it was away, but home plate umpire rang him up. Can't leave anything to chance there on the outside part of the plate there. Have to be willing to swing the bat. And so it'll be the right fielder, number 0, Landon Bradford, who will stand in here. 2 outs here in the inning. Burke with back-to-back strikeouts for the Black Eagles. And he'll take that one for a ball low. Bradford, the 6 hitter here for Nitro, trying to get a little 2-out lightning going. And that one will be called a strike. Burke gets the sign from Webb. That's the battery for the Black Eagles here today. Swing and a miss on the outside. Didn't catch up to the velo there from Burke. South Charleston fans starting to get a little boisterous. We like that. Students having a good day. 80-degree weather here. Beautiful day for baseball. Beautiful day. Smelled the grill when I came in. Would love for anybody out there in the South Charleston concession stand to throw a couple burgers up our way here. Would be beautiful. I'll get on Kyle Ruth, the athletic director, tell him it's part of my fee for being here today. And that's going to be a strike 3 on the outside corner. So Burke strikes out the side here in the second inning. And you hear the Black Eagles screeching. We'll head to the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless here from South Charleston High School.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
And we are back here at South Charleston High School. Some day game here for you. Students in attendance. Gonna be fun. Grill rolling out there. Black Eagles hitting here in the second inning. HDmedia game day here for you. Day baseball. Doesn't get any better than this. Jonathan Clark pours that one over for a strike on the outside corner. Nitro trying to get their footing here on the season. Have played a lot of tough, close games, but have just not been able to get in the win column. A lot of young talent here like we talked about in the opening for the Nitro Wildcats. Trying to get back to those yesteryears when Coach Steve Pritchard was trolling and patrolling that dugout for the Wildcats. Some great players of yesteryear for the Wildcats during that run of 7 straight state tournament appearances. And now Nitro back in AAA, moved to AA there for a little bit, and now trying to get their program back to where it once was. And I think Will Samuel, the right man for the opportunity here to get it back rolling. Got a lot of the former staff there at Nitro, too, and that's Jackson Webb being punched out there.
Now batting for South Charleston, number 4, Caden Hackman.
Maybe Caden Hackman is standing here for the Black Eagles. He's the left fielder. Like we said, a lot of the former coaching staff there from Nitro back on the staff there. Coach Mike Pickens working with the infielders. Brian Withrow, pitching guru. Does a lot of hunting in his spare time, and a great man Coach Withrow is. Stoney as well, a former Wildcat, trying to get the Wildcats back to what they once were. Hackman took for a ball out. And that will be poured over the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 here to Caden Hackman, the left fielder, hitting in the 7-hole here for the Black Eagles today. And struggled with the spin on that one there, out in front. And now he'll be down 1-2 in the count here to Clark. Clark looking for his second punch out here of the inning. And he got him. Looking on the outside corner for a strike. 2 away now in the inning here. And it'll be Carter Moscow, the second baseman, number 3 to stand in here. Moscow also a pitcher for the Black Eagles, but in high school baseball, isn't everybody a pitcher? You got to have available arms when you need them. Moscow hitting 150, though, on the season with a 379 on base percentage, though, so he's able to draw walks and get on base. Foul ball for Moscow down the line. Marcus Goad in the on-deck circle here as the Black Eagles try and mount a little 2-out rally, and a breaking ball thrown over for a strike for Moscow. 0-2 now. And you gotta finish it off here, and they do. Little drop third strike, and Carter Moscow will be the third strikeout victim of the inning as well. So both pitchers strike out the side here in the second. We'll head to the top of the third. We're still scoreless here from South Charleston High School. Beautiful day for day baseball. You're watching it on HD Media Game Day.
This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by the City of South Charleston, someplace special. Kevin Davis, attorney at law, helping the people of West Virginia every day. The Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. The Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
We are back here at South Charleston High School, top of the third inning here. Both pitchers working efficiently so far. Each baseball team here has a base hit in the game. Brody Whitman led off the first inning for the Wildcats with a single, and Jackson Akers had a one-out double. Both pitchers struck out the side in the second inning, and so now Wyatt Thomas, who's the second baseman and the 8-hole hitter, will stand in and fouls that one back into the catcher's mitt for strike one. Like we said, a sun-splashed day for baseball here. Last night, some storms rolled through the area pretty strong, but making it a fun day for baseball here at South Charleston High School, and a strike taken on the outside there from Thomas. Both teams not thrilled with the strike zone, but definitely both pitchers painting the black. You got to take that ball to the right field here. And that's one thing you see a lot in high school baseball. A lot of guys are very pull happy. If you're able to stay back and take the ball to right field, you really, really can become a baseball player that catches a lot of eyes, especially in the state of West Virginia. And that one will be bounced in for a ball. It's a lot easier said than done to not be a front foot hitter. Something that a lot of kids struggle with. A lot of kids like the fastball, not as much the breaking stuff. 2-2 the count here on Thomas. Misses high. Full count coming here. Braxton Burke trying to avoid his first free pass of the game. And another strikeout there for Braxton Burke. That is his fifth now of the ball game. Working quickly and working efficiently. And now it'll be Charlie Hanks here standing in. Hanks DHing for the first baseman, Justin Raines. Burke gets the sign and the pitch. Hits that outside corner again. He is absolutely living out there. And if I'm him, I'm building a house as well because he is getting that call consistently, and that's a sign of a great pitcher. Burke delivers, gets it again. Absolutely. Coach Shane Saunders and staff over there for South Charleston, Jake Woolwine, Sam Calvert, and Jeremy Gravely are absolutely saying hit the corner, and Hanks will be punched out on 3 pitches for the second out of the inning. So Burke continuing to work quickly and efficiently. got a chance to potentially strike out the side for the second straight inning here. Burke wheeling and dealing right now. And Jonathan Clark, his counterpart on the mound, will stand in here for his first at-bat of the game. That one will miss out for a ball. Wildcats looking for their 5th win of the season. Fouls that one away. 1-1 the count now on Clark. 9-hole hitter here for the Wildcats. We'll give you a little spin through here in the next couple innings of the landscape of high school baseball here in the state of West Virginia as we are ever quickly approaching the regional tournaments. And Clark shoots that one down the line there, took it to right field, and he is going to get in with a double. Pretty close play and a nice throw out there by Marcus Goad. The right fielder almost got him. But Clark now with a 2-out double. And the top of the lineup will come up here for the Wildcats. Brody Whitman, who is 1 for 1 in the ball game, will stand in. Clark with a little double celly there and had to go give his stuff to first base coach Mike Pickens and get his running mitt there. Everyone has the oven mitt nowadays. Starling Marte made that famous when he had a hand injury for the Pirates way back during the 2013 season, and then it just became a thing that everybody had to have. And that'll be swung on a miss by Brody Whitman. Like we said, heading into about week 5 here. Week 4 if you are looking at the Metro News top 10 poll out there. High school baseball goes quicker than any sport in the high school landscape. That is for sure. They get 4 months to play football. They get 4 months to play basketball. But high school baseball in the state of West Virginia, you get about 6 weeks to stretch, maybe 6.5 to get your regular season in. And then you got to be ready to go because the regional tournaments start 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, we'll be playing regional baseball. And that ball's going to be popped up on the infield. Nicely done there. Taking control of it there is Tanner Atkins, and that will retire the side for the Wildcats here in the 3rd. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. South Charleston looking to break this scoreless tie open. You're watching high school baseball on HDMedia Game Day. Come on back.
This HDMedia production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. The Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months. This HDMedia production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by the City of South Charleston, someplace special. Kevin Davis, attorney at law, helping the people of West Virginia every day. The Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market. The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
And so we are back here, South Charleston High School. The 9-hole hitter Marcus Goad standing in here for the Black Eagles. Leading off here in the 3rd. And he'll take that one for a ball bounced in. Jonathan Clark trying to match his counterpart there. 0 for 0 And Braxton Burke. And the pitch. He'll miss inside there as well. So Clark now just approached his 25th pitch of the game. A lot of baseball being played here across the great state of West Virginia. And one thing that, if you're familiar, and you probably are if you're watching this with high school baseball, is how the pitch count rule kind of affects everything. And so you got to keep your eye on a couple key marks here. And that'll be thrown into left field by Marcus Goad, taking the pitch the other way. Great piece of hitting by the 9-hole hitter there, Marcus Goad. The leadoff man's on for the first time for the Black Eagles tonight. And now back up to the top of the lineup. Oh, no, it's not either. My apologies there. Jordan Terry is the 9-hole hitter. And the card that I wrote down, I did not have Jordan Terry on it. Jordan Terry, a young kid, a freshman, absolutely an athletic young man. Really impressed when I saw this kid in fall ball this year. Patrol center field did a really good job out there at Power Park in their ball game against Capitol Hill. Show bunt, and he'll take for a strike. Sam Smitham is trying to meet him there, where the dirt and the grass meet there at the little circle there, the half moon. Jordan Terry, he could play a little butcher ball here, and the whole left side of the infield is wide open if he could shoot a ground ball through that hole. And he'll foul that one away on the bunt. Smith actually comes into his eyesight there. Jonathan Clark trying to navigate this leadoff hit here. Continue to throw zeros up for the Wildcats. So it's 0-2 now on Terry. Clark gets the sign and the pitch. And that's another base hit going the other way. South Charleston doing a good job of that this half inning. And Jordan Terry, the 9-hole hitter, with a base hit. So the 8 and 9-hole hitters here for the South Charleston getting a little rally rolling here for the Black Eagles. And Jonathan Clark's now getting ready to throw his 31st pitch of the ball game. And you know what that means. He cannot pitch tomorrow if Nitro had a ball game. And I believe the Wildcats do indeed have a ball game playing Winfield tomorrow. Winfield always a contender. That'll be taken for a strike. Burke, 0 for 1, popped up to the second baseman, Wyatt Thomas, in his first at-bat. On a 3-0 count, by the way. Saunders, Coach Shane Saunders gives Burke a little liberties there as the leadoff man and a 400 hitter to kind of have the green light there on a 3-0 pitch in the first inning. And he's worked ahead in the count now here, 2-0. Clark giving a look, and he'll miss away again. So another 3-0 count. Wonder if this time if Saunders will give him another green light here. 3-0 count here. Burke looks like he's ready to rip. And he'll miss that one a ball. So now South Charleston really got themselves an inning brewing here. Back-to-back hits the opposite way, and now a walk will load the bases for Jackson Acres. And Nitro's going to have a little meeting on the mound here. Everybody's coming in trying to talk this one out here. Sometimes it's interesting because you almost would like just to be a conversation between pitcher and catcher. But in a situation like this with a big inning brewing here for the Black Eagles, you have to be on your P's and Q's and have to know where you're going with the baseball. Imagine Nitro probably will play the corners in here and maybe play the middle back. And actually, no, Coach Will Samuel has got everybody in on the grass here. So infield in here for Jackson Acres here in the third. Tells me Nitro doesn't have much confidence that they can get some runs here, trying to prevent South Charleston from taking the lead here. Smith hugging the line at third. So is Raines at first. pinch in the middle a little bit here. But another ball thrown by Clark, so he's starting to struggle to find the zone here a little bit after the back-to-back base hits opposite field and then the walk. Coach Shane Saunders is getting into Jackson Acres there, saying, you got to look at the signs, young man. And Clark at the belt. Gets the sign, the delivery, the leg kick, and he's going to pour that one over for a strike on the outside corner. And so Jackson Acres here with an opportunity here for South Charleston to really draw that first blood in this ball game. The gaps are wide open in left and right field. Big ball yard here in South Charleston. And that one will get by, but a very short backstop here at South Charleston, so no thought for Marcus Goad of taking off. High school baseball, you see a lot of opportunities, a lot of places where wild pitches and pass balls are opportunities to score runs, but not so much here at South Charleston. More of a short backstop. Clark gets the sign here again and the pitch, and he misses away. And so now a 2-1 count coming to Jackson Acres here. Clark starting to labor a little bit here. Hot day, mid-80s. Day game here at South Charleston. All the students in attendance, and that one will be fouled away. Doing this so they can all enjoy the West Virginia Marshall baseball game tonight at Gomart Ballpark. Definitely one of the hottest tickets in the history of that rivalry and series there. Mountaineers are a top 5 team in the perfect game poll, actually sitting at number 4, and that one will be fouled away. So Jackson Acres making Jonathan Clark work here, and Clark now up over the 40 pitch mark. Be interesting to see what Nitro does with the pitching staff, and that's one thing that's a little different as you get into Quad A and Triple A baseball versus some of your Single A and Double A teams. A little more quantity and depth of arms, so they're more willing to let guys go, and that's going to be ball 4. And so Jackson Acres passes the baton, gets himself an RBI off the walk, and South Charleston continuing to mount a little bit of a offensive explosion this game. 2 hits and now 2 walks, and Jonathan Clark really needs to get himself a ground ball in the worst way. Tanner Atkins struck out in his first plate appearance in the first. Here comes Clark, and he'll miss away with the ball as well. And so Clark really, really needs to bow his net and get tough here, as you used to hear said in the Nitro dugouts many times by Coach Robert Massey, who's now a part of the George Washington staff. And that's a ball team that is really, really coming on there. They won the MSAC championship. Didn't allow a run in 2 games there at Gomart Ballpark over the last 2 days. A 1-0 win in the championship game over Hurricane with a walk-off inside the park home run yesterday. They also defeated Spring Valley in the semis on Monday 4-0. George Washington definitely a team that's looking strong and primed for a potential run to a state championship this year in Quad A, number 3 in the poll. They did beat number 2 Hurricane last night, 1-0, like we said. So Clark will step off. It's a 2-0 count here. It's Tanner Atkins. Clark's starting to struggle to throw strikes. Really needs to find the zone now. And he'll pour it over for a strike. Atkins a little late on that and kind of pulled his head off a little bit. Taken as one of my assistant coaches says, daddy hacks right there, was trying to really get into one. So Clark from the stretch and the pitch, and he'll get that call on the outside corner for a strike. So now 2-2 here on the 3-hitter, Tanner Atkins. Nitro trying to limit the damage here. You got to score 1 to win anyway. South Charleston drew first blood here with 2 singles and 2 walks. And I believe he did, and Tanner Atkins knew it. He walked back to the dugout before even a call was made by our base umpire there. And so now there's 1 out. You got Grayley coming up to the plate here for the Black Eagles. popped out to third in his first plate appearance to end the first inning, and now has an opportunity to do some damage here in the third. And we're going to get time now. Took a long time to get that call from the home plate umpire. Like we said, South Charleston 9-13, trying to really get a resurgence to this program under Coach Shane Saunders. Didn't bring their best to the ball yard there against Capital Monday afternoon at Gomart Park with an 11-2 loss, and 7-run inning really kind of spoiled any chance that South Charleston had to win in that baseball game. And that'll miss away as well. So Graley making Clark work here. Nitro really, really needs a ground ball here. Middle now playing back about halfway, opportunity for two. Corners are still in. Raines at first, much more so than Sam Smith at third. Graley takes again for another ball. So it's 3-0 here now to Graley. Jonathan Clark needs to find the zone. And the pitch. Got that one called on the outside. And Avery Graley wants to be a hitter anyway. 3-1 count now. Like I say, that's your pitch right here. So Graley going to be looking for a fastball, I'd imagine. And a miss for a ball. And so now Nitro has walked in 2 runs in this inning. 3 walks in the inning for Clark. Jordan Terry scores. And now a long stroll of the mound for Will Samuel. And that might be it for Jonathan Clark. We might be closing the book on him here now. Just went over 51 pitches, though. So you might also be seeing Will Samuel say, hey, we got to talk this out. And no, typically that means that you gotta pull the guy the second mound to visit there, and they will. So we'll have a new arm coming for the Wildcats. Trying to look for the back of the jersey there, and it looks like it's going to be number 2 for Nitro, the shortstop Leighton Maury coming into the game here. Will Samuel talking to the home plate umpire, trying to get everything rolling there. And the problem I see there for Coach Samuel is you throw in 51 pitches, you just burnt Clark for any game coming up here in the next couple weeks, or the next couple days. And you hear Baby Shark being played here at South Charleston. All black uniforms for Nitro. A little different than the old vests that were worn back in the day with that signature cursive script in on the chest. Now they got the bold block letters saying Nitro. Obviously, Maury wants to come in here and find the zone, throw strikes, make South Charleston put the ball in play here, as they have now coaxed 3 walks from the top of the lineup since Marcus Goad and Jordan Terry, the 8 and 9 hole hitters, got back-to-back hits to lead off this third inning. So here we go now. It'll be Jackson Webb standing in. Leighton Maury going to be the man coming in here. Boisterous crowd here in South Charleston. The students are trying to let the Wildcats know about it. And Maury will lose that one for a ball low. So Will Samuel and the Wildcat staff really trying to find somebody who can throw some strikes right now. Coach Pritchard might have taken the stall off the bathroom door here already down at Nitro if he was still around. He's absolutely a mammoth man, and the Wildcats played with a lot of fire and intensity under Coach Pritchard way back in the day. A lot of dirtbag baseball from the Wildcats, and they need a little bit of that here today. Maury missing again. So 2-1 count now. South Charleston really has an opportunity this inning to kind of break this thing open here. Already 2 across. Bases loaded here with 1 out. Maury to the belt and sets. And he'll throw that one over, and it's fouled away. Ugly finder, as we used to call him, came over toward the South Charleston dugout, and that's no disparaging comment towards South Charleston. Just when foul balls find the dugout, they just call them ugly finders. That's just what it is. 2-2 now to Webb. Needed that one, Maury did, and it's continuing to spin in front of the plate. And so a full count offering here. South Charleston looking to get their 3rd RBI of this inning off of a bases-loaded walk, and Maury doesn't want to let that happen. And that one's going to be hit high into center field. Noah Ross has got a cannon. He's going to throw to the plate, and he's got it. Oh, my goodness, had him at the plate. Snyder wasn't able to get that throw corralled there. It took a big hop off the lip there and almost kind of ramped up on Snyder. But that throw was absolutely spot on by Noah Ross. The young man has an absolute cannon, can hit mid to upper 80s on the gun, only a sophomore. He's going to be a kid to watch for a long, long time. And like we said, this Nitro team has a lot of young kids, and they're growing every day as a program. Again, trying to get back to the glory years of Nitro baseball. The runners did not advance, actually, on that play. I mean, Ross was an absolute cannon to the plate. But South Charleston got their 3rd run home here in the inning. And so Caden Hackman will stand in here with a 1-0 count. And the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Sam Smith can't see it, and he lost it. No one helped him out there. That's a hopeless, lonely feeling when you have that happen to you on a baseball field. You had it tracked, and then it loses it in the sun. And unfortunately for the Wildcats there, Sam Smith couldn't make that play, and the shortstop there, Wyatt Thomas, I think off the bat thought that was Sam Smith's baseball, but you have to be willing to continue to make that run over there as the shortstop and the captain of the infield there for Thomas. And he's a young man who's going to continue to learn and become better. And you see the South Charleston mascot kind of making its way through the stands there. I cannot imagine wearing that suit today in this mid-80 temperature. Getting those students riled up for the Black Eagles. And that's going to be a ground ball hit right at Thomas. He's going to go to second for the fielder's choice to end the inning. And so South Charleston gets 3 across in the inning on 2 hits, a boatload of Wildcat walks, and we will head to the top of the 4th. The Wildcats are down now 3-0 to the Black Eagles. You are watching HDMedia Game Day High School Baseball.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
And we are back here at South Charleston High School, top of the 4th inning. The Wildcats will be leading off here with their 2-hole hitter, the shortstop now, the pitcher, Leighton Maury. Braxton Burke going to continue to work here. And he hits that one up the middle. Nice play there by Tanner Atkins. Makes it look really easy there. Super smooth from the shortstop for South Charleston. And a 1-pitch, 1-out. You can't draw it up any better for the Black Eagles. And so now Sam Smith, the 3-hole hitter, will stand in here for the Wildcats. You can close the book on Jonathan Clark here today. He threw 2 in a third innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Just lost control there in the third inning, and the back-to-back hits going opposite field for the 8 and 9-hole hitters, and the walks just doomed the Wildcats. Sam Smith will swing through that. South Charleston crowd letting them hear it. Gotta love it. Day game, students getting involved, and Sam Smith will swing through that one too. So 0-2 now on the Wildcat third baseman. Looking for his first hit of the game, 0 for 1. Was caught out in a fielder's choice with the runner not sliding, and so the Wildcats' first inning ended abruptly there. Like we said, Smith, very, very polished and tremendous young man. Led the prayer there during a scrimmage between Crusaders from Greater Beckley, a single-A squad in Nitro earlier this year, and class program Nitro's got, trying to get back to the glory years of Wildcat baseball. South Charleston had some glory years as well back in 06, the championship led by Eric Sekula. They've been searching for that for a long time now. Sam Smith was able to check his swing there, and we'll have a full count coming. Wow, to think that's almost been 19 years since South Charleston won their last state championship in baseball. Great, proud tradition and program here. Mayor Frank Mullins is always going to keep South Charleston on the forefront of baseball in this area. Some great names from the past, like we said, Eric Sekula, Chris Hunt, Mike Williams. And that's going to be taken for strike 3. Sam Smith knew it. And so now 2 away here. And another punch out looking for the Wildcats. That is now 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts looking for the Wildcats out of Braxton Burke's 7 punch outs. So Jake Snyder will stand in. He was a strikeout victim swinging to lead off the second. Burke with the sign, and he'll foul that one off. Jackson Webb, umpire, giving his little stroll out there to give the ball to Burke, giving the catcher Jackson Webb a little time. Just proper etiquette. Snyder really needs to get a little 2-out lightning going here for the Wildcats, who have 2 hits in the game. Clean baseball to this point. South Charleston, 3 runs on 3 hits, no Wildcat errors, and Nitro with no runs on 2 hits and no South Charleston errors. Braxton Burke with 7 punch-outs at this point, no walks. Getting ready to approach his 50th pitch here soon in this inning, and another strike. So a foul ball, and now a strike, and now Snyder's down on the count 0-2. Gets the sign from Webb. And the pitch. Misses with that one away. Just a little bit outside. Been a zone that's been more liberal on the outside, I think, than any of the hitters would have liked, but that one was just a little too far out there. So a 1-2 count coming. Burke is going to foul that one down the line. Just foul. Stoney over there trying to make sure that third baseman Carter Jackson Akers is all right. Snyder there stayed alive. 1-2 now here on the hitter. Burke getting ready to throw his 49th pitch of the ball game. He'll miss with that one away as well. Hot day here Mid-80s temperatures. 2-2 on the hitter. Snyder. Wildcats trying to get their 5th win of the season. South Charleston looking for win number 10. And that'll be a punch out. Braxton Burke is mowing them down here today. His 8th punch out. He is absolutely dealing. And we'll head to the South Charleston's bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Moscow, Goad, and Terry. That got them rolling in the 3rd. You're listening and watching high school baseball on HDMedia Game Day. Come on back.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by the City of South Charleston, someplace special. Kevin Davis, attorney at law, helping the people of West Virginia every day. The Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market.
Glenville State University offers cutting-edge programs, small class sizes, and dedicated faculty providing students with a personalized experience focused on their success. With the lowest tuition in the Mountain State, every student has the opportunity to achieve their goals. At Glenville State University, you'll find a community that supports, challenges, and inspires you every step of the way. From hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities to internships that connect you with real-world opportunities, we prepare you for the challenges and triumphs of tomorrow. Pioneer your future at Glenville State University.
Welcome back to South Charleston High School. Bottom of the 4th here. Black Eagles with a 3-0 lead. And Leighton Mowry on the mound here for the Wildcats was able to limit the damage to some extent there in the 3rd there for the Wildcats. Black Eagles with 3 there last inning. Bottom of the lineup really got it rolling for South Charleston. Mowry the pitch. And he'll hit that one over for a strike. Curveball. Doesn't look like Carter Moscow wanted any part of that spin. Looking for the heater. And he'll be out in front of his front foot there. Now it's 0-2. Like we said earlier, we'll kind of give you a spin around the high school landscape in West Virginia. Jefferson, number 1 in Quad A, 22-2, getting all 10 first place votes, and that'll miss for a ball in. Like we said earlier, Hurricane and George Washington in the MSAC championship last night. G-Dub with a 1-0 win on the walk-off inside the park home run, and that's a base hit there for Carter Moscow. And the bottom of the lineup for South Charleston really coming through for them today. Of their 4 hits, now they've got a 7-hole hitter, 8-hole hitter, and the 9-hole hitter, Jordan Terry, with 3 of those 4 hits. And so the leadoff man won yet again here for South Charleston, back-to-back innings. And Nitro going to have to watch Carter Moscow. He looks like he's aggressive over there at first base. It's like we said, we talked about Hurricane, we talked about George Washington. Both those teams are definitely going to be in the conversation. Spring Valley as well, number 4 in the poll. They've got to find a way to get through Hurricane, which will not be easy. And Cabell Millen, for that matter, as well. Cabell Millen, however, not ranked in the top 10 here, and actually not even receiving votes in the Metro News poll this season to this point. That ball's popped up into left field, shallow left. And the play will be made by Whitman. And so now 1 away.
Next up for the Black Eagles, number 11, Jordan Terry.
So Jordan Terry will stand in 1 for 1. Really nice piece of hitting by Terry in the third. Like we said, a young freshman, very, very good player. Very interesting young man who is gonna be a guy worth watching here in the future. He'll swing through that curveball on the outside, though, for a strike.
Hey, you got this, Jordan?
Getting a little love from the student section there saying, JT, you got this, buddy. Are there any better initials in all sports than JT? I don't know. Maybe it's just Justin Thomas, JT Barrett, but it feels like maybe you can make an argument for CJ, but I believe JT's some of the best initials in all sports. So Terry now took that one for a ball. It's 1-1, and that'll miss away as well. So Mowry just missing with that curveball on the outside here again. 1-2. The count on Terry, and fastballs are getting called more on the outside corner here today than the breaking balls are here by the home plate umpire. And they'll swing through that curveball, and they got him picked off. Raines now got to run at him, and they're going to get him at second. Nicely done by the catcher there for Nitro, Jake Snyder. Saw the aggressive lead over there by Moscow and fired it over to Raines. Raines took his time and was able to deliver a strike for the pick to complete the pickoff. And so now there's 2 away, and Jordan Terry will now be down 2-2 in the count. He's going to hit that one into center field. Noah Ross, though, has a beat on it, and he'll make the play all day. Black Eagles are retired here in the 4th. Not your conventional 1-2-3 variety, but only 3 hitters came to the plate. So we will head to the top of the 5th here. The Wildcats need a rally. It's 3-0. You're listening and watching to high school baseball here on HDMedia Game Day.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
Welcome back to South Charleston High School. We are here in the top of the 5th inning, and it'll be the center fielder Noah Ross who just made the last put out of the 4th inning for the Wildcats. Center fielder, young man has an absolute cannon. Only a sophomore, oozes with tools. Reminds me, and this is high praise when I say this, of a young man who's now not a young man, Cody Smar. Doesn't have the locks that Cody had, but man, he's got the build. And wearing that 2-4 jersey, which was Cody was Sticks number 11, one of the best baseball numbers you could have, 11. 24 was Coach Pritchard's number. So if you wore that, you had to be special. And Matt Frazier was a guy who played at West Virginia. And speaking of West Virginia, WVU Marshall tonight, that's why we're playing baseball right now, today. So these young men can go enjoy it tonight. And Ross hits that one high, skies it in to right field. Gode's got a beat on it, and he'll make the play. 1 away. Ross now 0 for 2 in the ball game.
Next up for Nitro, number 0, Landon Bradford.
So Landon Bradford will stand in. He struck out looking to end the 2nd inning. Burke had everybody looking in that 2nd inning there with striking out the side. Burke just now over 52 pitches, and Bradford will foul that one away. Like we said, continuing to tell you a little bit about the high school landscape in West Virginia. We're still through Quad A. This game is not allowing us opportunities to really get in depth with it there, and that pitch will miss in. St. Albans obviously will be a team sitting at number 6 with George Washington. That will be an absolute bloodbath to try and get to Charleston. Wheeling Park sitting at 7, Hedgesville 8. Number 9 is Washington, and that pitch will be poured over for a strike on the outside. And number 10, Woodrow Wilson. Martinsburg, a team that makes Charleston a lot, receiving votes. Spring Mills up there in the Panhandle as well, receiving a vote or two. And Parkersburg South rounding out the list of teams that are getting some looks there in Quad A. You also know Cabell Midland will be a team that will be reckoned with before it's all said and done. They like to play baseball deep and get into June as well. Getting into AAA now, number 1 team is the Ripley Vikings, and that's going to be swung and a miss for Bradford. Another punch out for Burke. He is continuing to work efficiently, quickly, and absolutely dealing here for the Black Eagles. Wyatt Thomas will stand in now. 2 outs already on the Wildcats here in the 5th inning. They have absolutely not had much of anything going offensively in this ball game. Burke with the sign, and he'll pitch, and he'll get another one over for a strike. In AAA, Ripley 16-2 have all 10 first-place votes at the moment, followed by Fairmont Senior, a team that I saw in Charleston against Charleston Catholic, and those boys can absolutely hit the baseball. And that'll be swung on and missed for a strike as well. You got Bridgeport. You know they're going to catch the baseball, and they're going to play a fun game running as well. You know they'll be a team to be reckoned with. Frankfort in the top 4, along with Robert C. Bird at number 5. And he'll miss there, up for a ball. Point Pleasant, under Coach Andrew Blaine, coming in at number 6 there in the poll. Winfield, number 7. Had a big-time win in a close game over Nitro there a few weeks back, and you thought Nitro was turning the corner at that point, and just haven't been able to finally get it, and that's going to be taken for a strike. 3 on the outside corner there by Wyatt Thomas. Yet another Wildcat goes down with the bat on their shoulder, and that would be polls back in the day. I know that much. We will head to the bottom of the 5th inning here from South Charleston. Black Eagles looking to get some more insurance runs. You are listening and watching to high school baseball here on HDMedia Game Day.
This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by the City of South Charleston, someplace special. Kevin Davis, attorney at law, helping the people of West Virginia every day. The Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market. This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. The Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
And you come in here, you see a Nitro with a little meeting on the mound there. Bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be the leadoff man. To lead off the 5th, it'll be Braxton Burke. Worked a walk there in the 3rd inning and scored one of South Charleston's 3 runs. He popped out in the 1st, so 0 for 1 on the contest. Burke, just a shade over 400 entering the day at 403. And the pitch there from Mari wasn't able to bend that one back in for a strike. Like we were talking about there, Winfield at number 7 going to be a team that you look at and potentially getting into the mix there. Greenbrier East at number 8. Herbert Hoover, number 9, and that'll be poured over for a strike as well. Sissonville at number 10. Good program there with Mr. Casto, a former Nitro alumni, running a program there. The Pritchard coaching tree is in full effect. That ball be knocked down on the infield. by Thomas, but just didn't feel like he had an opportunity to get up and make that play. And so an infield single for Burke gets his first hit of the contest. So it'll be Jackson Akers now standing in. And wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Shane Saunders and the South Charleston crew here laying down a bunt, trying to get another insurance run here in this ball game. Although Burke, you'd imagine how the leadoff spot's got some wheels. And he's off and running. Snyder's going to throw down through, and they've got him. Absolutely was hosed there by the catcher for the Wildcats. Jake Snyder with an absolute hose there, and there was not much of an opportunity at all for Braxton Burke. Didn't get a really good jump there, but it was like they knew he was running and absolutely left no doubt on that tag there. Nicely done by Wyatt Thomas as well, and that'll be taken for a ball. So Mowry now pitching here, continuing to spin that curveball, taken for a ball away. South Charleston tried to get a little something going there and was unsuccessful with the steal attempt by Braxton Burke. That'll be poured over for a strike. Mowry working quickly. Gets the sign. And he'll miss that one for a ball. So now a walk for Jackson Akers.
Now batting for South Charleston, number 8.
He's worked back-to-back walks now, and he doubled there in his first at-bat of the game. So now Tanner Atkins will stand in 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in the game. Got to imagine the 3-hole hitter for South Charleston wants to make his mark in the game. And now Leighton Mowry is getting ready to throw his 31st pitch, so will not be available now for the Winfield game tomorrow for the Wildcats. And that'll miss away. Fair ball. Mowry really liking to throw that curveball, spinning it away from the right-handed hitters in that right-handed box. Gotten a few swings for the bottom of the lineup, and he got another one there. And Jackson Snyder throws it down, unable to get the pick off there, though. Raines corralled it, keeping the runners honest there. We talked about Zach Casto and the Sissonville team, number 10 in that AAA poll. Some teams receiving votes, though. Nicholas County, Brooke, and then Pikeview, who was number 1 at one point in time in the state, now only with 11 votes in that poll, and it was kind of slid a little bit, but you know they're going to be a team to be reckoned with Eli Helling on the mound. Definitely a kid who can spin it. And that's going to be a ground ball hit at Sam Smith. That's going to be 2 without a doubt there. Nicely turned by the Wildcats. A nice little 5-4-3. Sam Smith got it started quickly, and so the Wildcats got the pitcher's best friend in the variety of the double play to end the 5th inning. We'll go to the top of the 6th here from South Charleston High School. Our score, Black Eagles 3, Wildcats nothing. You are watching and listening to high school baseball on HDMedia Game Day. Come on back.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
Got to give a little love to the South Charleston PA and music man here, Mr. Grayley. He's been playing some jams all evening for us here, a little TNT. Ethan threatened to let me sing on the air. I'll try not to spare you guys that. So here, leading off the sixth will be Charlie Hanks, the designated hitter. And he swings through that one for a strike. Like we were talking about there, we're continuing to roll through the state of West Virginia landscape of high school baseball. And now we're into Double-A here. And that's going to be missed with a ball up. Number one in Class Double-A is Wheeling Central with 8 votes. That's the first of the group that's not been unanimous as the number one team like they were in Triple-A and Double-A. And he'll swing through that one as well on the outside for a strike. 1-2 now on the hitter, Hanks. Needs to shorten up and put the ball in play here. Find a way to make some contact. He did strike out as well here in the third inning. Burke continuing to deal here. In the pitch. That's going to be popped up foul for Hanks. Braxton Burke has absolutely been dealing here for the Black Eagles today. Here comes the 1-2 offering here. Hanks choking up on that bat, doing what you got to do, and that'll be taken away for a ball. Wheeling Central number one, Logan also receiving a first place vote at 14-1, and Philip Barber as well, number 3, with a first place vote. And that'll be another strikeout there for Braxton Burke. Charlie Hanks is punched out for his second time in the game. And that'll be the 9-hole hitter, Jonathan Clark, to stand in. So 3 teams getting first place votes in Double-A. Wheeling Central with 8 of them, though. All 3 of those teams with 14 wins on the season. 14-2, 14-1, and 14-2. You stand in at number 4 with Scott at 16-4. The Skyhawks trying to make their way to Charleston. And that'll be taken for a ball away. Charleston Catholic, the perennial powerhouse program, sitting at number 5, and you know that they will be ready for baseball in May, trying to get to Power Park again in June, moving up from Double-A moving up from Single-A into the ranks of Class Double-A this season. That'll be taken for a ball. 2-0 now on Clark. Burke's going to get that one poured over for the outside for a strike. You know, Charleston Catholic's got a lot of talent, a lot of players. Jonah DeCoco, Xander Ranson, Alara. That'll be swung on. Jarvis as well. I mean, they've got a lot of talent there under Coach Will Bobinger. The Lucky Charms, 2 of the last 3 years they've won the Class Single-A championship. Going to try and do the same feat in Double-A this season, and that'll be another ball taken there. 3-1 now on Clark, the 9-hole hitter. Nitro trying to get a little rally here rolling. Need a base runner in the worst way. Sitting at 6, and that'll be swung through and missed for Clark, and another strikeout for Braxton Burke. He's continuing to absolutely deal in this baseball game. Braxton Burke here to this point in the game has 12 strikeouts in his 5 2/3 innings pitched. Coming up on his 75th pitch here now, though. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, you think Coach Saunders, and that'll be fouled away. Ugly finder toward the Nitro dugout there. For the leadoff man, Brody Whitman, who has one of the 2 Wildcat base hits in the ball game, led off the first with a base hit. Trying to turn the trick here again in the 6th. Burke running through the signs, didn't like what he was receiving there from the catcher Jackson Webb. South Charleston crowd, though, kind of getting a little more calmer here than they were earlier. And that ball is smoked down the line, and it's just going to be just foul from Whitman. So now Burke really trying to continuing to work here and work quickly here. Already has 2 outs in the 6th inning. 75 pitches thrown for Braxton Burke. Giving up 2 hits from Nitro. 1 from Brody Whitman, who's at the plate right now, and Jonathan Clark, and that'll be a swing and a miss, and Jackson Webb will throw it over to first to end the inning. Another strikeout for Burke. He strikes out the side here in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. South Charleston going to look for some more insurance runs here. It'll be Graley, Webb, and Hackman for the Black Eagles with a 3-0 lead. You are listening and watching to high school baseball here on HDMedia Game Day. Come on back for the 6th inning.
This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by the City of South Charleston, someplace special. Kevin Davis, attorney at law, helping the people of West Virginia every day. The Wheeling University Physical Therapy Program, emphasizing a whole-person approach to the investigation of clinical issues. And by Realtor Beth Given, taking your stress away with her experience and determined approach in the business and market. This HD Media production of South Charleston Baseball is brought to you by Red Door Properties, your unequivocal go-to resource for all your real estate needs. The Masters Law Firm, helping West Virginia personal injury victims since 1974. The Affiliated Construction Trades. If you work for a living, we're working for you. And by the Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions starting as low as $9.99 for 3 months.
And we are back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. South Charleston looking to extend and get some insurance on their 3-0 lead. The Black Eagles scored 3 runs in the 3rd. Marcus Goad, the 8-hole hitter, Jordan Terry, the 9-hole hitter, with back-to-back hits, and then they coaxed 3 walks and had a sac fly on a ball that just ramped up off the grass there. Noah Ross had a cannon in there, and that'll be swung through and missed by Graley for strike 1. Graley so far in the game, 0 for 1. Got an RBI on a walk in the 3rd, and he'll take that one for a strike. 0-2 now on Graley. Popped out the 3rd to end the 1st. Graley will take that one for a ball out, so it's 1-2 now. And Mari's going to get that one for strike 3. Graley didn't like the call. A little away. I'm not sure if he called it on the swing or if he said it was a strike over the outside corner. Nonetheless, Graley punched out for the first time in the game, and Leighton Mari has one away here in the 6th. Back to our rundown of Class AA here, and the next team coming into the poll there is Wyoming East, and Wyoming East has an absolutely great opportunity to make it to Charleston this year. They're sitting at 15-5. James Monroe is going to be a team they're going to have to watch out for down there, but they're going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with. That was away for a ball. That went in for a strike there on Jackson Webb. I'm not sure Jackson Webb loved that call. Been behind the plate all night, but best not to give any lip to the umpire because you're going to want that call for yourself and Braxton Burke in the 7th inning. Going to miss with that one away. 2-1 now. Williamstown sitting at 7th here in the AA rankings, and Williamstown played in the state championship game last year as a single A team, and now sitting at number 7 in the AA rankings here. South Harrison, number 8, and that's going to be skied into center field there. But a nice play by Noah Ross, patrolling plenty of real estate out there. That young man is a ball player. Noah Ross, just a kid who's going to go somewhere in the game of baseball if he continues to work the way he works with that skill set and size. Going to be a guy you're going to see potentially rising through the ranks of West Virginia here in the next few years. And this Nitro team taking some lumps this season, but definitely a team that's going to be reckoned with in future years for Coach Will Samuel. And that'll be taken for a ball there for Hackman. 1-0. South Harrison sits at number 8. Petersburg number 9 at 11. For Petersburg, an interesting outfit there, a team that definitely team to watch for to get to Charleston. And that ball is going to be smoked into the hole there by Hackman. Wyatt Thomas is going to throw that one wide of first base, and I believe that one's going to be ruled an error. In my book, at least, there. Thomas knocked it down, but didn't field it cleanly, and then kind of hesitated with the throw, and then kind of made a not-so-great throw there. Pulled reins off the bag. So a 2-out runner here now for South Charleston. Bottom of the lineup continuing to be the guys that get the hits here and make some noise here for South Charleston today. Mari looking in, 2 outs, runner on first. And that one will be taken for a ball on the inside part of the plate there for Moscow. Buffalo sits at number 10 there. Buffalo moved up as well into Double-A. And Coach Jimmy Tribble no longer around, but Tribble, the Metalwood bat founder, built themselves a great program at Buffalo. They made it to the state tournament last year in Class Single A. Couldn't come away with a win against Williamstown, but a nice effort nonetheless by the boys from Buffalo down there in the Toyota plant to get into it. And they're a team that you got to watch for here in Double-A this season as well. Doddridge County and Ravenswood also getting some votes. And that ball is hit into right field, but nice play by Justin Raines on the looping line drive. He'll make the play, and that'll end the Black Eagle 6th inning. So no insurance runs comes across for the Black Eagles. They get no runs on an error, and we'll head to the 7th inning here. Nitro is going to have 2, 3, 4 coming up. They're going to need 3 to extend this ball game. Braxton Burke's coming back to the mound, and you come back with us. You're watching HDMedia Game Day High School Baseball.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
And we are back here to South Charleston High School day baseball game. The students in attendance, and they've enjoyed a good one here. Braxton Burke has been absolutely dealing on the mound for South Charleston. 3-0 game. Burke to this point, 6 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, and that'll be fouled away by Leighton Murray, the now pitcher for the Wildcats, who's 0 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th and struck out looking in the 1st. Burke has not walked a hitter yet in this game. 2 hits allowed by Braxton Burke. That one will miss up for a ball. 13 punch-outs, only 78 pitches so far from Braxton Burke to get through 6 innings and a hitter. And that one will be poured over for a strike on the outside. So 1-2 now on Mari. Continuing to run through the Class A ranks there now, as that's the final and the most squirrely of all the baseball in the state of West Virginia, but a beautiful game nonetheless. Number 1 team in the state there, and that ball's going to be hit into left field, but play made by Tanner Atkins. Just not enough juice on that one to get out to the outfield. And the first out of the inning for the Wildcats. So it'll be Sam Smith standing in, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Fielder's choice in the 1st and a strikeout looking in the 4th, trying to mount a little rally here for Nitro. Fouls that one straight back right toward us, actually, here in the South Charleston press box. So number 1 team in Class A is Madonna, 15-2, 6 votes for first place. And they've got some arms. Lazier and Willingham, saw those guys down on a doubleheader in Wahama. They can absolutely spin the baseball. And there's an ugly finder going toward Coach Pickens. And I'll tell him that myself. Love Coach Pickens, but that one's headed right for him. Gilmer County comes in at number 2 at 14-4 with 3 votes. They don't have Yoke anymore, but they've got some arms there at Gilmer County, and they'll be a force to be reckoned with coming the month of May here. And what is an absolutely loaded region in Class A with Gilmer County, Huntington, St. Joe's, Man, Wahama, all in that region. Sherman as well, all in the region there. It's going to be a bloodbath down there to try and get to Charleston and Single A in Region 4. Mentioned Huntington St. Joe's. They come in at number 3, and they're in Region 4. 15-4 are the Irish, sitting at number 3. Man in that Region 4 as well. Number 4, 10-5, 1 first-place vote. Cameron going to be battling up there with Weir and Madonna, and actually lost a 3-2 game last night to those guys. Sam Smith's going to hit that ground ball toward first baseman Avery Grayley. Braxton Burke, a little PFP, easily done. And the Wildcats are down to their final out here in the ball game. It's going to be Jake Snyder, the catcher, standing in here.
Now back to number 4, Jake Snyder.
Clay Battelle, number 6. Wahama, number 7, traditional program from Billy Zuspin coming around. And then, like we said, in that Region 4, it's a bloodbath. Work County at 8, Notre Dame number 9, Tigard's Valley at 10. And Tigard's Valley, folks, has a player that you need to keep your eye on, Jackson Drennan. Pot State commitment. Touches 92 on the gun, and that's going to be fouled away by Snyder. Snyder 0 for 2 in the game, 2 punch-outs to this point. Jackson Drennan and the Tigard's Valley squad at number 10. They are going to be a team that's going to have an opportunity to get to Charleston for sure. Sherman receiving votes at number 10, and Greenbrier West at 5. However, Greenbrier West last night went down in Region 3 to the Greater Beckley Christian Crusaders 8-5. Region 3 going to be a fun one to see how that goes down in Class Single A. Greater Beckley 5-1 in their region. That's fouled away. Snyder down to the final strike here for the Wildcats. Need a little magic. Dirtbag baseball here for the Wildcats. Braxton Burke looking to get another strikeout. He has struck out a hitter in every inning. Can he get his final punch out here of Snyder and put him in a book and get this 3-0 win for the Black Eagles? And Snyder's able to just hold off on that one. Braxton Burke has done all this today in under 85 pitches. Been sensational. Cannot wait as we continue to roll toward Charleston here. Week and a half to go in the regular season. That's going to be missed away. Week and a half to go regular season. Regional play coming up soon. New format this year in the state. No sectionals. Just breaking down the whole region into 2 tournaments based off, or 2 brackets based off your seeding. And then you get a super regional right after Memorial Day. Snyder's going to pop that one up foul. Hanging in tough. Trying to ignite the rally here for Nitro. Get a little 2-out lightning. Going to be fun. Absolutely fun to see how that thing unfolds. And now we'll have 4 classes in Charleston. Some more baseball for people to watch. Have 2 sessions Thursday, 2 Friday, and 2 championship ones on Saturday as well. And Jackson Snyder going to continue. Jake Snyder going to continue the rally for Nitro with a walk. Braxton Burke's first walk of the game comes with 2 outs in the 7th inning. And now that'll bring up Noah Ross, who's 0 for 2 in the game, flew out to right in the 5th, and struck out looking in the 2nd. Nitro down to their last gaps for breath here in this ball game. Couldn't think of a guy better to have at the plate, though, than Noah Ross here with his talent. And he smokes one right at the second baseman. That would have been an insanely good play by Carter Moscow, and base hit for Noah Ross. And so now the Wildcats have 2-1 for Landon Bradford, the right fielder, who's 0 for 2. went down looking both times so far today. Like we said, we're going to have to go. Time to get hot. Time to find a way to have your pitchers throwing strikes and your defense backing them up and have the momentum at the right time here to get to Charleston and Gomart Park. And that'll be taken for a strike there from Bradford. Burke trying to finish this thing off for a complete game. A little bit of crowd clapping here. Some astute baseball students from South Charleston on their feet. And that'll be swung through and missed from Bradford. Now down to his final strike. 96th pitch of the game coming from Burke. And he has absolutely spun a dandy here. Gets the ball at the belt. And that's strike three. And that's the ball game, folks. South Charleston puts up a 3-spot in the third, and they made it stand up. Braxton Burke absolutely was dealing this evening. Finds a way to go a complete game shutout. 1 walk, 14 strikeouts, only 3 hits allowed. Nitro and South Charleston played themselves a good baseball game today. The students should have enjoyed. I enjoyed bringing it to you. It was Blaine Smith with my producer, Ethan. We cannot wait to continue to bring in you high school baseball here on HDMedia Game Day. A week and a half to go till the sectionals. No longer sectionals, regional play in the great state of West Virginia. State tournament, a month away. Going to be beautiful, and it was a beautiful day for baseball here in South Charleston. And congrats to Coach Shane Saunders and the South Charleston Black Eagles. They get their 10th win of the season. Nitro goes to 4-14. And better days for the Wildcat program. But South Charleston continuing to improve. Thank you for joining us here. Great day for baseball. Come on out to Gomart Park tonight if you're lucky to watch the Mountaineers and the Herd. Going to be a great one for the number 4 ranked Mountaineers against Marshall. Thanks again. Blaine Smith signing out. Come out to the ballpark. It's good for the soul.